Yeah. You know what it is? You see what we do? Not a lot to be talked about, not a lot to be said, but here we are. Once again, it's on. All right, left-handed in the building. Y'all the Bears over there. Now, I mean, this is Down to In Sports Talk. We're about to get it popping on Tuesday night. A lot of things going on, as you can see. Chase for 28. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Chase for 28 right there. Yankee
Check the
baseball.
background,
The hunt for October is underway in full swing. The Yankees are playing right now because the Cleveland Guardians. It's the bottom of the second, no score. But enough of that. Let's go over to the winners, the Road Warriors, the True Content, the undefeated, all of that. All right, y'all, man, what's good? Talk to talk.
Hey. It's Victory Tuesday. We about to rename this Victory Tuesday,
All right.
We already see what the background is. It's my fighting Phils coming in, taking game one from the Braves. We flew from St. Louis after killing those Cardinals, As I stated, no Cardinals will win last weekend. We hated Cardinals last weekend. And we took those two games, got them guys out of there. Take a flight down to Atlanta. We wasn't able to get home. No home cooking for us. We went down there and just show those Braves that these ain't the same Phillies. Okay, once the playoff starts, everything's 0-0. We all even now, and they got a shock. They thought that we were gonna come down there and they're just gonna bat around us. Do what they did to us in the regular season. Just dominate us. Just get us out of here. And the opposite happened. We came down there and we just took control. Like they had mad days off. They was well rested.
Yes.
And we came out there with our bats in hand. No days off, our bats in hand. And we said, you know what we're gonna do?
Peace, Carlito. I see you. Peace, homie.
We're gonna play some small ball out here, We don't need no home runs. We don't need no home runs. We don't need no heroes, anything like that. Everybody's a hero, get a man on base. We're gonna bat along. Even to the fact that our man, Bryce Harper, was like, you know what? I'm gonna try to lay down this bunt down the third base line to try to move my man from first to second. So when you have your reigning NL MVP saying, hey, I don't have to be a hero and try to knock this ball out the park to put my stamp on this game. I'm going to lay down this bunt and move my man over to the next base so that whoever's on deck can get their RBI from me. And that's what was happening. We just took it inning by inning. I just need you just to touch the ball. Just touch the ball. You don't got to hit it out the park, We get a walk, go deep into the count, make them pitch to us. And that's exactly what happened. Trust and believe, it got a little shaky at the end because we all know about the Phillies, bullpen. We were a little shaky here and there. But at the end of the day, we got it done.
Absolutely.
Great. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to put this out here. Big shout out to Nick Castellano. We haven't seen that bat in a while. My man went 0 for forever in St. Louis. He just couldn't find his rhythm in St. Louis at all. And it was great to see him come out going for like 3 for 5, I believe.
3 for 5.
Couple RBIs. And he made the key defensive play at the end. Track fly ball that was laid out to left field. He came in with that dive-in catch. As soon as he made that catch, I knew, boom, we got this game. It started. It was about it started with 7-1, then it was 7-3.
Right.
At the end of the day, we ended up 7-6. All that matters that we got that win. Took game one, which to me is very important, especially in these short series, because it's only 5-game series. So we got game one down in the books. Then we got We got 2 more games to go. All we need is 2 games. So.
Yeah, this game right here, the Phillies just kind of carried over from the momentum from the wild card win over St. Louis. Atlanta, like you said, they had time off, you know what I mean, for winning the division and things of that nature. But again, it goes to show that, you got to keep that momentum and stay hot and strike while the iron's hot. This is not the start that Atlanta wanted. They threw their ace, Max Fried, out there the last time that he pitched in the postseason. It was when they won the World Series over the Houston Astros. And so they figured that, this guy's going to give us 6 or 7 strong. He didn't get out of the 4th against the Philadelphia Phillies. So, I mean, again, it's a series now. You know how that old cliche goes? It's not a series until the home team loses. Well, it's a series now.
It's series now.
And give a lot of credit to the Phillies and things of that nature. And it's not the guys that you would expect, the ones that the names are on the marquee. It's the guys that make up the rest of the TEAM.
Yep, it's the others.
It's very important that the team, you know what I mean? So, again, I think they're playing relaxed. And ever since Rob Thompson took over from the guy who shall remain nameless, this team has been playing a different brand of baseball. They had a little hiccup in the road, but that happens. You know what I mean? So now here they are and doing their thing, and they have a 1-0 series lead in a short series against a team who was really favored to win, no doubt about it. So again, shout out to the Philadelphia Phillies. Again, they got 3 chances to get 2 games.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And what we mean by that, because we do understand it's it could be a 5-game series. The series does not have to go back to Atlanta for game 5. Nope. And the thing about that is, when you really kind of want to use that momentum to go forward, is that the game 4 that would be in Philadelphia, say the series has to go back to Atlanta for game 5, they would play the next day.
Yep.
So the travel thing is crazy because they're taking their days off early in these postseason games. But let's talk about the other division series game that was earlier today. That just ended maybe about an hour ago. Classic game. The Houston Astros are really involved in a lot of classic postseason games. We'll talk about that on another show. But today, Seattle Mariners coming to absolutely. Seattle Mariners coming to Houston off of their series win over the Toronto Blue Jays. And again, the Houston Astros having some rest, but winning the division. Figure that, they're the home team. They're going to come in there and do their thing. And Seattle just came out and, gangbusters on them. And,
they was just riding off from that. Yeah. I will put it the same as the Phillies, that wild card wave, don't have nothing to lose. We playing with house money, and so is Seattle, because guess what? We're not supposed to be here
in the first place.
We're not supposed to be in this position. So I feel like Seattle is in the same position, bunch of young guys out there too. So they came out there and they was blasting Houston. I was like, whoa. But like we all said, it's 9 innings.
Julio Rodriguez is killing them. That kid is a star. And hopefully he can continue to ascend, and he can do what he needs to do. Deep to right field, back, gone.
That's gone.
Home run, Stephen Kwan. Guardians 1, Yankees nothing. But back to the Seattle Mariners, man. They, had the game in hand. Bottom of the 9th inning. They salted it away. Out here, they got Altuve. I think they struck out Altuve. When they got him, I was like, okay, maybe they might can get this done. But then there was another hit, and that led up to the big man, Jordan Alvarez, who's a beast. He's definitely a beast. And we were talking behind the scenes earlier. He doesn't waste time.
He go to work.
Yeah, he see ball, hit ball. That's his thing.
Yeah.
He reminds me of the guy from in Major League. I think he was played by if I'm not mistaken, I think he was played by Dennis Haysbert, the All-State guy. If I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken, right?
Wait a minute. No. Was he?
I
Nah, he
don't
had a
know. We have
bald
to check
head.
that.
Hold on, I'm about to look. He had a
He did
bald
have a bald
head.
head. He did have a bald head. It might not have been him. He was might have been somebody else because he did have a bald head.
Yeah,
But he
let's
reminds
see.
me of that guy. He just hits the ball, does what he needs to do. Don't speak a lick of English, but he knows what he's come to the ballpark to do. But yeah, we're in the building, man. This is down in Sports Talk,
Oh
man.
no,
I'm
it
not
was him.
That's
No, it
Yada
was
Bear
him.
over there. See, because I know I got my memories intact because
Yeah,
I burned the bush. But you
yeah,
know what it is.
it was him.
Okay. So yeah, so he
Yeah,
reminds me of that guy,
yeah.
and he pray. Who did he pray to?
It was like Papa Yale or somebody like that.
Probably
My man
somebody.
had
Yeah.
my man had like, yo, remember when he said that he wanted to sacrifice the chicken and brought him a bucket of KFC? That's like we can't be sacrificing killing no chickens
Yeah.
in here.
So he reminds me of that guy because he does what he does. Very dramatic home run. Took
Cole just hit.
all the air out of whatever
Ooh.
Seattle had to do. Yeah, Armand Rosario just got hit by a pitch for Garrett Cole.
Yep.
We also watching game 1 of the American League Division Series
Got hit in
of
the hand too.
Guardians at the Yankees. So yeah, Seattle, that's a crusher. They're gonna have to come back from that, and do what they need to do for game 2 and moving on to that series because man, that was crazy. But right now, Yankees down 1-0, game 1, top of the third. Garrett Cole gives up his obligatory home run. So yeah, and we have an Aaron Judge update. You already know I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on it. Now I get to give my speech now, real quick, because we may go overtime tonight. This is how we do overtime. This is how we do it over here, because we got to talking and we don't know how to set up, but we're in the building. Listen, that 62 home runs is dead. That was yesterday. It's over. Let's get some home runs in the postseason now. Get me a ring.
Prices, not yesterday prices.
That's absolutely right. Absolutely. So again, Aaron Judge 0 for 1, struck out looking his first at bat. He's leading off tonight for the Yankees. And I think that that's really a crazy move. But again, at the end of the day, I'm out Aaron Boone.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. That's crazy to me. Like, why is Aaron Judge?
Because he wants to maximize. He wants to maximize Aaron Judge's at bats, and say, for example, if the bottom of the order happens to get on, then Aaron Judge is up. You know what I mean? So
yeah, but that put more pressure at the bottom of the order to try to get on base.
Right. That's who you depending to get on base, the bottom of the order. You know what I mean?
Like that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not a manager.
Another reason why is because DJ LeMahieu is not. I don't think he's playing in this series. So again, he was uncertain. So again, you got to stick somebody in there. So he sticks Aaron Judge at the top of the order. But the Cleveland Guardians are going to be a tough out. Terry Francona, their manager, very well respected. Their team can poke at you too. Absolutely. They don't really hit a lot of home runs, but they have a lot of speed. They're going to utilize that to the fullest. I'm just glad that in series like these, in prior years, in the postseason, no disrespect to these guys, Gary Sanchez's of the world and the Jorge Posadas of the world, no disrespect, especially to Posada. Catching defensively was not our strong suit. Let's keep it green. You know what I mean? Especially with Gary Sanchez. So that's why he's in Minnesota now. But again, Jose Trevino, great year behind the plate. But again, he's not the one that's pitching the ball. So Garrett Cole, you need to show up. I don't want to hear nothing from these empathy-filled Yankee fans, these sympathetic Yankee fans, these baby breaths. I don't want to hear nothing. You know what I mean? This is the time of the year right now. We don't go undefeated in the postseason. That's fine. But if we're the last team standing, that's all that counts. That's what we're looking for. All right. So again, we have a visit to the pitching mound early. Right.
Yeah,
I'm not really feeling that.
He just gave up a double to Ramirez.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So again, the paper cuts. You know what I mean? Those are those paper cuts, man, that we talk about that can lead up to big things. The last and crucial National League Division Series starts tonight in LA. It's the San Diego Padres and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Now, in my opinion, this series, the Dodgers and the Padres, should be the best series out of all of them.
Yeah, it should be a good one.
But you know why it's not? Because the Dodgers won the division by like 17 games.
Yeah.
And it didn't seem like, that
the Padres wasn't even a factor to these guys.
They didn't have Fernando Tatis
to these guys
for the majority of the year. A lot of guys, did what they needed to do. Yu Darvish was hurt. The kid Snell, he did his numbers. They made a trade. They did what they could do. That victory over the Mets notwithstanding, Trent Grisham is a beast in center field. Manny Machado, once he decides to wake up, he can do some things. So
it seems like Manny want to play when he wants to play. It's a little weird, that's weird to me.
I mean, again, this is what you get out of these guys. You know what I mean? So now all the chips are on the table now. So now you got to represent that. I make money and I'm one of the best in the game and this is what I do and all that. So now the chips are on the table and you got to represent that. Okay.
Oh, they got run down.
Yeah, he got back. He held the ball too long.
Yep.
He should have got rid of it.
And now the bases are loaded now.
That's my Yankees for you right there. We watching the American League Division Series. Shout out to all the new members, man, that came and come and get down with us, man. Down in Sports Talk. Salute to you, man. So rock out with us. Week 5, the NFL picks. We got that coming. I got that coming.
We got to talk about
keep hope alive. We in the building doing what we do. I'm worried about my Yankees right now. You know what I mean?
Man, what's so crazy? What's so crazy? It's like being 5-0.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
It's a burden.
It's a burden
to carry.
Being 5-0 is a burden. All right.
Because people are just waiting for us to lose, They're waiting for us to lose. This Sunday, it wasn't our best game. It wasn't our best. It was too close for no reason. Jalen didn't play his best football. Our defense was missing so many tackles. It was like I feel like people forgot how to tackle. And sometimes when you are undefeated, it seems like you lose some of that fight because now you're comfortable, So I need my defense to get uncomfortable again. And we have a very uncomfortable game coming up Sunday Night Football. It's going to be a real test, against the Cowboys, our division rivals. Always tough, always a tough out. It doesn't matter how good the Cowboys are or how bad they are or how good we are or how bad we are. When we clash, it's always a tough out. It's always a tough game. So I'm expecting a dog fight on that field. And, hopefully we can continue and go into our bye week, which is extremely early, and I don't like still undefeated. This week in the NFL was crazy, starting out with that London game against the Giants and the Packers. Danny Dimes went out there and he won that game. I have to admit that he went out there and he beat Aaron Rodgers. And now it's starting to really look like what's up with Aaron Rodgers. It's like we all know that he's missing, Devontae Adams. He still got to get familiar with these young receivers, but it's also the offensive line. They couldn't run yesterday at all. I don't know what LaFleur was out there doing, like, the play calling was a little weird, and it was just a bad look for the Packers and a great look for the Giants. I will always root for my division rivals to lose, but when they do win, I gotta give them the respect, of that victory. That was a hard fought victory. I should say Cooper Rush.
Link D said Dak's getting traded. But go ahead, finish your thought.
No, I was laughing at her comments that Cooper Rush is the next Tom Brady.
Yeah, I saw that. I didn't want to, but yeah, Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers still needs a deep threat at wide receiver. I mean, he still hasn't really found that reliable guy who could produce like Devontae or even Valdez Scouting. I remember Christian Watson dropped the pass in week 1, and Dobbs dropped a deep cut touchdown catch in week 4. So again, those guys are new, but they're still, they have to hold on to the ball. He was trying to, connect with Alan Lazard, who's right now his number 1 guy, if you want to call him that. 0 for 5 that, on passes that went 20 plus yards. So the deep threat is not there for Aaron Rodgers, but enough about the Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Let's talk about the New York Giants. Daniel Jones is growing up, in my opinion, right before people's eyes. I'm not going to say he's the next Tom Brady or he's the next nobody. He's
Eli Manning.
You know what I mean? None of that. You know what I mean? I think that what he showed since the coaching change and things of that nature is that he's tough. Injured ankle, hand got messed up. Again, 13 or 14. That's Phil Simms numbers.
Yep.
13 or 14. You know what I mean? 136 yards in the second half, throwing Slayton. I think Richie James and Sills as one of his wide receivers. But I want to talk about the Wildcat situation with Saquon. They talked about that all week long. Like, the Packers didn't see that coming. They didn't know that they was going to do that. They talked about the Wildcat and how they were going to employ Saquon and how he was going to score out of that, and it happened.
Oh, I was waiting for the Wildcat.
I thought Ronnie Brown was going to come out there for the Giants. And, you know what I mean?
Like you said, they've been talking about this all week. Okay, we've seen it in previous weeks. Them using the Wildcat, Saquon getting direct snaps, and can we now officially say Saquon is back? Is he back?
If you ask a Giants fan, they'll tell you he's back. Yeah, they'll tell you he's back. But I feel like the Giants as a whole, one of the surprise teams in the first 5 weeks of the season.
Yes.
They have a big test coming up for them. Every week now is going to be a test because now the Giants are good now. Let them, you know what I mean? So again, don't get under 500. Don't get at 500. You got a good head start on the beginning of your season is good. Enough about that. Let's talk about my Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I knew it was going there.
First things first. Yes, it was because it was Tom Brady. 1.
Okay.
And yes, it had the Tua effect. Had it on there. Tom Brady's head never touched the ground. Tom Brady's arm shielded him from whatever pain infliction that he was going to catch, but there really was none. So I get what you're talking about, but it was Tom Brady. It was the same kind of action. I'm not trying to make no excuses, Jada, because I see your face. I'm just saying, if it was Teddy Bridgewater, no. You know what I'm saying? So I get that fact. You could say that. But will it cost Atlanta a chance at the division championship? I don't think so. Knock it off.
But it took away a chance for them to win that game. To win that game.
It was down. Who knows what would have happened?
But still, the refs took the game out of the player's hands.
That's true.
Because that was no way.
I agree with you on that.
Because there was no way at all roughing the pass.
That's right.
No way. He didn't land on him. He didn't slam him down.
Right.
He wrapped him up around the waist. That was a clear.
Yeah, you're right.
Perfect.
I absolutely agree.
Takedown.
I agree with you.
And then for them to throw out that flag, it deflated the Falcons because they had the momentum. You know, again, like you said, we don't know what the outcome was game was going to be, if they was going to, get the ball back and then score and eventually win the game. But that took the momentum away from them, and it took away from what the game was, because it was a really good game. And then the ref just said, "Oh, this is a great game. Let me get the pen." Pop, and it took the air right out the stadium. Even the fans at the stadium, you can tell the atmosphere was different. It changed. It was like, it changed. So now here we go again with these refs, because same thing on Monday.
Back. Gone.
Okay.
Harrison Beta. Let's go.
All right.
Let's
go.
Yes.
But they took I don't know, this pass in the rough, this call right now is plaguing the league now, because we just seen what happened on Monday.
Right.
Yesterday.
Absolutely. Yes.
That was not a roughing the passer.
Not at all.
Not at all. They took away the sack and the strip fumble, because he fumbled the ball. So it was not roughing the pass at all. We going right back to, is it a catch? Is it not a catch? Is it passing the fence? Is not passing the fence? Is it roughing the passer? Is it not roughing the passer? So is it just roughing the passer on these quarterbacks, but not roughing the passer on, let's say, that Teddy Bridgewater hit?
Right. Cooper Rush.
Or that Cooper Rush hit? Like, so where is it roughing the passer? Like, these refs again is taking control of the games. Like, they need to be
involve themselves in the game, and wait till it happens in the Super Bowl. I mean, it's happened in playoff games and stuff like that, but wait till, and it's going to happen. It's bound to happen, because that's the trajectory that it's on. It's bound to happen. But I wanted to talk about how Leonard Fournette is being incorporated into the offense a little bit. I mean, he had 76 catches in his final year with Jacksonville back in 2019. And through 5 games this year, Leonard Fournette has 26 catches, tied for second among running backs in the NFL. But 22 of them have come in the last 3 weeks. So they're absolutely utilizing him. I think that he has worked on the aspect of his game where he has to catch the ball out of the backfield. He's become a viable option underneath for Tom Brady. And that really couldn't have been said when he was drafted at LSU. But I think that teams are trying to take that deep ball away from the Buccaneers. Okay, so now you have to really, you have to go under and utilize those, safe routes, and those little routes like this are going to get you 6 or 7 yards, and then let Fournette do what he does for the yak, which is yards after catch. But I just feel like the Buccaneers, we got away with one. We got one to go our way for once. You know what I mean? But again, I'm not going to take any pride in the fact that, that had to happen for us to win, because like you said, Yada, you would have liked to see Atlanta, do what they do with some time left on the clock, and see if they could make a run. Link says, talk about boxing. Your job is to knock someone's head off, but if you can't go below the belt, like if you're not doing anything overly illegal, let it go. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But again, these referees are told to do a job, and I think that they got to protect the quarterback, because we all know the description of the show and things of that nature. It's all about the economics of the game. It all comes back to the money. It all comes back to the money. So when you talk about your Eagles won, my Buccaneers won, so it was a good week. Devontae Adams. He had a little situation at the end of the game last night. We'll talk about that a little bit.
Man, it's like it's like people always try to make something out of nothing, you know. Um, when you first look at the incident, you first see what took place where he was walking off the field, running into going into the tunnel,
Mm-hmm.
after the loss, it looked like his head was down and like the sound guy, it looked like he was carrying like a boomstick, a boom mic,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
got in his path and Devontae pushed him. He pushed him out of the way. So from the first angle, it looked like, it appears that, oh, Devontae saw him. But when you look at the second angle, because that's why there's more than one camera at the stadium, you can clearly see that Devontae's head was down like a little bit and he had tunnel vision. He just lost. You trying to get back
Then you're
into the
sticking the
locker
camera.
room. And just like when you walking in the street, sometimes you have a destination in mind. So you are focused on that destination
Right.
and you
And where
get
you going?
blinded.
Right. That's right.
So you don't see anybody. And the guy, he just appeared out of nowhere and got right in his path and he got pushed. He got knocked down. Devontae, apologized.
Right.
Said, "Oh, I didn't mean to push him. I didn't see him." But apparently, this guy goes to the hospital.
Right. Non-life threatening injuries.
Non-life threatening injuries. He got nothing's really wrong with him, and he wants to press charges. So now the NFL is looking into it, possibly suspending him for
Right.
this incident. That's an accident. You know how many people when you walking downtown that you bump into by mistake? You're in the store, you turn the corner, you guys come in like this. Oh, you might hit
And
them, you might
and you know how
bump
many and you know
them.
how many of the people walk away with your wallet after they bump into you.
After
So
you bumped into you, right?
you know what I'm saying? So ain't nobody bumping into nobody over
Ah,
here. So if
nah,
you don't
Link.
bump into me and you carrying a piece of equipment that could possibly hit me, even though I have a helmet on, I
Yeah,
just came off the field after a tough, grueling loss, the way we lost, running into each other, him and Hunter Renfro
he
on
already
the Hail
ran into
Mary,
somebody.
right?
Now, when you
That's
run into
embarrassing
me
enough.
again,
That's embarrassing enough. Now I
yes,
come off the field. I got this guy sticking the microphone, a boom mic at that, with a
running
camera in
up
my
to
face.
me out of nowhere.
Right. Out of nowhere. Like, I'm not
So
really interested in doing TMZ right now. I'm not interested in doing an interview. Get out of my face. So I
nah,
don't know,
see,
man.
I don't agree with what Link is saying. Telling the guy was doing his job, Adams was pissed and thought he was better than anyone else.
Who
Devontae
said
is
that? Who
six
said
six.
that? Oh, Link,
Link
come
here.
on, Link.
Devontae
Come
is
on,
six
Link.
six, 200 pounds, pro athlete. He shoves is not a normal shove. But that's just like you just walking off the field or you just walking in the street and
Yeah.
somebody walks in your path. You don't see him. If he wanted to shove this guy, I'm pretty sure, as you said, he's 6'6", 200 pounds. The shove, he would have tossed this guy in the tunnel, not just a little push. He pushed him and he
And
fell.
to Devontae Adams' defense, I don't know who that dude is. The way the world is
Just
going right
running.
now, straight like that. I don't know who he is. Camera, no camera. He ain't had no ID say he was working for the NFL. I don't know who he is. Straight like that. And if you want to
Yeah,
think that I pushed you on purpose, you want to try to sue me and have non-life, that's what you're supposed to do. Now you
yeah,
done got close to a bag. Now you got to take it and milk it for what it's worth.
yep. You know what this reminds me of? The incident back in the day
Mm.
with my man Charles Barkley when they said he spit on the kid.
Oh.
He's playing basketball. You got the kid on the baseline. He turns and you think he's looking like I'm gonna spit on this kid
Right, I'm
right
gonna spit
here.
on. I see that kid. See that kid?
Yeah, you
Watch
know
him
what? When I
catch
come
this
back down, I'm gonna
loogie.
make sure I'm
Watch
gonna
me
spit
put
on
this
this kid
loogie in
right
the
there.
eyes.
Yeah, like
Ah, right.
I turn and I spit. What? Why is this kid on this baseline?
Right.
You know what? Why you got your child here? I could have been running. I could have fell on your kid. That's just like when the camera guys are on the floor, at these basketball games, and
like the dude with Dennis Rodman when he ran into the dude, and that was a whole big quagmire.
Yeah, so I feel like this guy is just trying to get the bag.
Right.
That's what it is nowadays.
Again, it's back to the economics, and we're in a litigious. Ooh, look at him looking like Greg Nettles over there. Ooh, look at Josh Donaldson looking like Greg Nettles. Yeah, nice play. Let's go. But
that's how I feel. He just want the bag. It's all about the money.
Absolutely. How can I get a check? What? That's a money grab, straight like that. But yeah, we in the building, man. Again, I did not forget that the NHL season starts. You know what I mean? And I got the preview coming. I got my one sentence preview for every NHL team that's coming soon.
Hold on, wait a minute. Link D said Allen isn't a rookie. This is not his first time leaving the game with people running around. Link, I'm pretty sure that there has been other incidents that we don't even know about, because guess what? It was an accident where people are running off the field and the crew is also getting in the way. Maybe they was trying to cross paths, because that's exactly what it looked like. It happens all the time. But this one time that it happened and got caught on camera, now it's an issue. Now Davante Adams is the villain because they lost the game. What if they would have won the game and this happened? Would he still be the villain if he was victorious and he was running off the field and the chief guy ran into him and he got pushed down? Would he be the villain? Is it only because they lost that he looks like he's in a bad light?
I got another one for you. What if since we playing the what if game? What up, Link D? I see you. What if Davante Adams was, in a motion where he didn't even see the camera guy, and the camera guy turns around with that 30, 40-pound piece of equipment that he's lugging, and he catches Davante Adams, like, I don't know, maybe in the head or something like that. He don't have his helmet on. Then what? Well, who gets sued then?
Wait a minute, so she said Adams was pissed. Did you see how he threw his helmet? We see Tom Brady break tablets every other game when he's pissed. So if that was Tom Brady, would Tom Brady be the villain? Would he be trying to sue Tom Brady? Would the league be looking to suspend him for accidentally pushing the guy and then apologize for it? Yeah, he smashed his helmet. Tom Brady smashes a tablet every other game. Mm-hmm. Every other game.
That's right.
So I don't agree with that at all. Like I said, I think this is just a money grab. I think that if it was the other way around, that it wouldn't be an issue. Like we said, we have seen numerous people get bumped, get pushed. It happens. It happens in the streets. It happens everywhere. But just because, they had this terrible loss, he was clearly angry on the sideline. He's trying to get out of the stadium as quickly as possible, which is why I believe he didn't even see this guy. He didn't even know who he was. And he just got pushed. And it's not like the guy got injured. You know what Davante Adams injured? He injured that man's pride. And this is what I always say. People make emotional decisions off of temporary feelings. So now he's making a permanent decision to pursue this as a criminal matter against Davante Adams because his pride was hurt, that he got shoved out the way, he got pushed on national TV. Like, come on now.
Yeah, that's what it kind of boils down to. Again, I feel like what happens, it happens more often than people talk about or whatever. But this just happened to be in front of everybody on national television. This guy's looking for what it's worth. I'm not going to mention his name. I'm not going to say anything like that. We all saw what happened, and that's what it is. Score update, second period. New York Rangers won, Tampa Bay Lightning nothing. I had to get that in. We're definitely gonna talk some hockey as we go down the line. I'm a hockey dude. Again, I am a hockey dude, so I know my stuff. So if y'all want to get it popping on that note too, shout out to the new members of Down in Sports Talk, man. We appreciate y'all to the fullest. Rock out with us. Whatever y'all want to talk about, add on. You know what I mean? My man Link D is getting busy. I don't know if, and he said if Tom pushed me, I get an island in the Bahamas.
if Tom push you, Tom might give you a Bitcoin or
Right.
a signed jersey or something like that.
Tom Brady is throwing Super Bowl trophies in the ocean.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So he gonna be all right, and he's smashing tablets, and he got like a $300 million deal waiting for him as soon as he decides to retire for real, and he gonna put on the suit.
So,
you know what I mean? So he'll get you an island.
Yeah.
I don't know how he'll get you to the island. I don't know how you're gonna get off of it, but he'll get you to it. You know what I mean? But we appreciate you just the same, man. 1-1 bottom of the fourth at Yankee Stadium, Game 1, American League Division Series. The Yankees got to win this game.
Oh, let's. I wanna talk about
for the simple fact that the home teams are losing in the postseason.
Oh yeah. I want to speak on the craziness of the Carolina Panthers.
You know, they broke the rule. You know,
I knew it was coming sooner or later. You know, I thought that the addition of Baker Mayfield would have helped the situation, and it's not. It's Baker. Like, I try to give this guy so much like benefit of the doubt. I try to give him chances after chance, and it's like, one, he can't ever stay healthy at all, and two, his play is just.
It don't justify what people
try to
believe. You don't try to boost him up to be. It don't.
Yeah. It's just terrible. It's horrible. I don't get it. I don't know what happened to this guy, and he's on the downward spiral to becoming a bridge quarterback. I think it will be his last starting job, and they probably will want to pull him as soon as possible. But Sam Darnold's still hurt, and you don't know what you got for Sam Darnold. You know, you don't know how Sam Darnold going to be behind it too. But I feel like if Sam Darnold was available, I'm pretty sure they would have made that change already.
They're already, putting feelers out for Christian McCaffrey. So,
well, we already know about that.
Word on the street is that your Eagles would have taken him if he would, lasted to their pick in the first round in 2017. But that year you got who did Howie Roseman get? You got you traded that pick for Jay Ajayi. Right. But again,
they picked for a Super Bowl.
Yeah, absolutely. It turns into a statue outside the stadium, and
that's right. In a ring. So,
but I think that if you got Christian McCaffrey, it would kind of like it's kind of like take away some carries from Miles Sanders maybe, and he's approaching the free agency. So,
yeah, I don't trust Christian McCaffrey.
I don't trust him either. I think he's his usefulness has expired. He's not going to see those numbers that he saw before. So he's on the downward, like you said, the downward trajectory.
Damn.
He's on the downward trajectory.
I feel like you blow on this guy and he's out for 6 weeks. This season. I don't trust him until he can give a full season. Can he play a complete season? And can he play the full year and be productive? Because, like you said, they dogged him out in Carolina. They dogged him out, and
he was all they had.
That's it.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
So they
He was
dogged
all
them
they
out.
had, and absolutely, and that's what it turned into, a situation where
Hmm.
they don't even want him anymore because he can't produce like he was. But how is he gonna produce like that when you dogged him out?
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
So
Um,
I feel like his trade value is not the same. His trade value is
have
it
have
just
we
going down.
have we hit the panic mode button on the Rams and the Bengals for the hangovers? Because I said it.
Um.
I said it.
Yeah.
I was
Oh,
like, both of them dudes gonna be like, I don't know. I don't
the
know the
the
Rams or the Bengals.
Rams offensive line is terrible. It's like you knew that your man was retiring. They did not plan for that. Um, they have no running game at all. The only offer they have is Cooper Cup.
Mm-hmm.
They brought in and signed Allen Robinson.
To do
You
what?
don't even
Right.
know Allen Robinson is on the field half the
Right.
time.
Mm-hmm.
Because he gets no targets at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Cooper Cup and the Tyler
Howard
Huckabee show.
Higbee's of the world, right?
Yeah, Tyler Higbee's all day. Like I said, they have no type of running game at all. They can't run the ball. They can't protect Stanford back there. They can't
Mm-hmm.
protect him at all. And on the defensive side, that D line not getting the push like that. And Ramsey ain't Ramsey anymore.
Yeah, Ramsey. Ramsey
Nobody
ain't
is
been nice since he was at Jacksonville.
yeah, nobody's afraid of this guy,
Mm-hmm. Right. He
So
burnt toast now. Right. That's right.
yeah, so I feel like instead of them giving all that money to Allen Robinson and also Cooper Cup, they should have saved some of that money and re-signed Von Miller because
Mm.
Von Miller is having a feast
In
up in
Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
He is feasting up there.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to be all flashy and give everybody this money, but what about your defense? Like Von Miller was a big part of your defense last year. He was one of the reasons why you won the Super Bowl and why you was getting that push on the defensive line. Y'all sacked Joe Burrow like 9 times in the Super
Mm.
Bowl, and now Stafford's getting sacked like 9 times in the game. So yeah, that Super Bowl hangover is hitting hard, but it's hitting hard more for the Rams than it is for the Bengals because of the
Absolutely.
Bengals
You're a good
division.
champ. Mm-hmm.
Because of the Bengals in the
Mm-hmm.
weaker division. Um,
Yeah.
you don't know what you're gonna get from Baltimore each week. Um, Baltimore defense, they keep everybody in the game. You know, they should have blown the Bengals out. They just let the Bengals stick around.
Mm-hmm.
When
Mm-hmm.
and then the
Justin
week
Tucker had
prior,
to save him again. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
you know,
Justin Tucker had to save him again.
again, and then
Mm-hmm.
and then week prior, they was up like 20 to like 3 or something like that,
Against
and they
Buffalo
lost the
and
game.
lost. Mm-hmm. That's right.
So it's like the defense. Where's your defense at, John? Where's that Baltimore defense? That Baltimore defense is nowhere to be found, and
And left with Ray Lewis and Ed Reed.
they can't find them. Them guys are
Mm-hmm.
gone,
Mm-hmm.
and all everything that Lamar Jackson does well on the field, he can't play defense too.
Right.
you know, he giving y'all 20, 30 points. He come off the field. When he get back on the field, y'all only up by 3 or y'all down by 7. And so he's like,
What the hell happened?
what
I didn't go to the bathroom like DK Metcalf. What happened? I was right here.
They
What
bring out the
happened?
cart to bring him, take him to the bathroom.
Yo, when you got what my man said, when you got to go, you got to go. And
You
they
got
said,
to go.
man, listen.
Yeah, but speaking of DK, let's talk about Geno Smith.
Oh,
I never thought that I would be sitting here talking about Geno Smith because people wrote Geno Smith off. You know, They roll him off.
He got his jaw broke. I remember that too. Yeah.
Maybe he got his jaw broke.
Yeah, I remember that. Oh
yeah,
man, that was terrible when he was on
that
the
was
Jets.
that was horrible.
Mm-hmm.
My man got his jaw broke. He got to start jobs taken away.
He should have gave that dude his money back.
Yeah, well,
No, we won't get into that though. But yeah, absolutely, he's having a renaissance. You know, he's doing his thing, and we're talking about him in a positive light. But shout out to him. Go ahead, finish your thought.
Yeah. Shout out to Geno Smith. He's out there crushing it in Seattle. You know, everything that Russell Wilson was complaining about looked to be clicking in Seattle right now. You know, lack of offensive line, lack of a running game. RIP to Rashawn Penny because he out now. You know, he was out there doing the business out there in Seattle. Now he's gone. But Geno was out there commanding the offense. DK Metcalf is still doing his thing. Tyler Lockett still doing his thing. And you know what's so crazy? It's, you know, you think of certain people in the league that only work in certain places. Like when you think of Tyler Lockett, he wouldn't be a starter anywhere else except for in Seattle. Right. When you think of Taysom Hill, he wouldn't get on nobody's field, only in New Orleans. So, you know, just to say that, you know, Geno Smith is working out a whole lot better in Seattle than what Russell
I was going to say, does Russell Wilson miss Pete Carroll?
Yeah. That's what it seemed like. He missing Pete Carroll. He missing DK.
Yep.
He missing he missing Seattle. He missing the city of Seattle. Okay. Because life in Denver right now is not looking too good.
He might end up coming to the other side and smoking some. Oh, never mind.
He probably already
out there in Colorado too.
He already doing it.
Yeah, he out there. He probably already blowing it down, like you said. He's like, damn man, I can't tell this.
He already doing it.
And see, pass that over here, yo.
Yeah, pass that here, Sierra.
Yeah, let me hit that one time because it's getting crazy out here early. It's getting late early in Denver.
Word up. And I agree with Link said because Russ, he looks old. He looks old in Denver. He looks really old. And you know, going to week 5, you know, I was, you know, Nathaniel Hackett this, Nathaniel Hackett that. And then week 5 happened. I'm like, well, Nathaniel Hackett is not on the field. Nathaniel Hackett is not overthrowing or missing throws out there that he should be making. Nathaniel Hackett is not out there getting sacked. He's not out there just looking terrible. It's Russ. It's him. I think the league really caught up to him and letting everybody know that this guy is only 5'11".
Right. Well, I was gonna say that size not real.
He's only 5'11".
Nice catch because go Harrison Bader. Yes, he's only 5'11". Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't think Russ. I think John Elway made a decision. Gave this guy too much money, gave too much away for this guy. And it's very interesting to see that John Elway has been very quiet on this situation. You know, before he was talking, you know, when they had the Brock Osweiler there, you know, when they had the other guys there, who's going to be the quarterback? Oh, we don't know. We got to see how these guys work out. You know, he was always saying something. Well, now you brought in a franchise quarterback who's not franchising for you guys. And you're very quiet. It's very quiet there. So, you know, he wasn't even defending Nathaniel Hackett when everybody was coming at Nathaniel Hackett neck. You know, and I just feel like that's extremely interesting that he's not speaking at all.
Well, maybe.
No, I think yeah. I think McVay. I think people have caught up. I think the league had caught up on McVay too. I think that he's not as smart and as savvy as he thought that he was. That's just like when Chip Kelly came to the league.
Shanahan's
all that Oregon offense. Quick, fast. Not realizing you got to control the clock. Your defense is out there more than your offense. That's why your offense can't flow, and your defense is tired, and that's why we getting scored 40 points, getting dropped on us like it's nothing. So I feel, I agree that I feel like McVay, the league has caught up on him, caught up with his offense, and he is corny with his spiky hair.
I mean, in the Campbell soup commercials and all of that, you know what I mean? So, he's in them. Shout out to Link D305. Respect, man, all the time, man. We in the building. This is Down in Sports Talk, man. I'm left-handed. That's Yada Bear over there. You know what I mean? Get at me on Twitter at RMDesk. You can link me on the Down in Sports Talk page. You can link us on the Down in Sports Talk page, too.
Oh, my God. Link D, you are like reading my mind. I absolutely hate Thursday night football.
Yeah.
It's a poor product. And for the fact now that they have it on Amazon Prime is mind-blowing and it's ridiculous when the NFL have its own network called the NFL Network for this reason alone, to air Thursday night games, to air football games. So for them to have Thursday night football on Amazon Prime is ridiculous. And I am a firm believer that they need to get rid of Thursday night games. Because there's no way that's possible that you play on Sunday.
Oh, what is you doing?
You play Sunday, and wow, that was crazy right there. He just got tagged out. Wow, at first base. That's crazy.
Yeah,
the game is crazy.
He was heading to second. And...
I can't expect a team to have such a quick turnaround to play on Sunday, travel Monday, practice Tuesday, Wednesday, and play on Thursday.
I mean, they should know. Was it a home run? Yeah, it's a home run. It hit the top of the fence. That's what it was. That's why. Yeah, that's what it was. He played it off the wall.
Yeah, hit the top of the fence. That's gone. But Thursday night football.
Finish your thought. Thursday night football. Yeah, I mean, again, all the points you make are very, very valid. At first, it was it was a nice little thing. Now you're starting to see that the turnaround is too close for comfort from Thursday to Sunday. Why in the NFL's infinite wisdom would they schedule a team that, just played, on Sunday to turn around and play on Thursday again, and especially with an injury that happened to the quarterback, who's supposed to be the face of the franchise, an integral part of the team. So hopefully they'll figure that out. And again, if we could sit here and figure out why they should not have Thursday night games when you're playing a sport such as football, where you need time to recover, and you're not giving these guys time to recover. Why does it take us to figure it out? You know what I mean? You make all the $1 million sitting over there at the offices on Park Avenue. Like, what is going on with you? I understand
it's all about that money.
Yeah, but see, you're at the expense of your product, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So again, Amazon Prime, they want to get it on what's going on Thursday nights. It's been happening for years in order to get people to order Amazon. So it's not about really the NFL. It's about Amazon Prime. You know what I mean? They could care less if you watch the game. Just order something off of Amazon.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll deliver it to you for free. So again, at the end of the day, who else needs to get hurt? I mean, Tua Tagovailoa is one of the big names in the league, and he's front page news right now. You throwing him out there like he's a rag doll. Like you don't care about this kid. You know what I mean? So who's going to be next that's gonna, take a fall in front of everybody and get up woozy and wobbly and falling over, and now everybody's gonna fawn over him and act like, oh, we shouldn't have let him back in the game. But the guy that you hired that works for you said, yeah, he's good. It's a back injury. He'll be all right.
Yeah.
How do you explain that to that guy's family? How?
And yeah,
and then you got his brother's coming down the pipe. Like, he's looking at this like, a word?
Yeah.
So I don't know, Yada. It's crazy. You're absolutely right. And again, you're trying to saturate the market. You play a game that usually play once a week. Now you're playing 3 times a week: Sunday, Monday, and Thursday.
Exactly. I don't need 3 days. I don't need 3 days out of the week.
And don't let something happen like the lights go out or something. Something like that. You'll be playing on Wednesday. So again, I feel like the NFL is kind of oversaturating the situation right now. We don't need games on Monday, Thursday, and Sunday. You know what I mean? We have a Sunday night game. We got a Sunday morning game. We got like it's crazy. You know what I mean?
He said he's seen 2 in person. He's no Ben Roethlisberger. Oh my God! He just kicked the ball.
Yeah, well, he'll be all right. He'll be all right. Let's go.
Yeah, he just kicked the ball. Wow.
He was nervous. Oh, he'll be all right. Oh, that's it.
Look, he kicked the ball. Like,
it's all right. You know how what was the homie for the Orioles, Tony Tarasco? I know how he
feels. My God.
Yankee baseball, postseason. This is what we play for. Look, we don't play for April, May, or June. Look at this.
Look at this.
Which way did he go, George?
Oh, wait a minute.
Through the wickets, through the 5-hole.
Oh my God.
Oh, damn.
That was bad. That's gonna be a highlight on his career forever now. Wow.
Yeah, so that's what we're doing. We over here live and direct, man, down in Sports Talk, man, watching the Yankees and the Cleveland Guardians. I don't know why I could say Cleveland Guardians, and sometimes I still say San Diego Chargers. I was talking the other night. I was like, yeah, and the San Diego. I was like, damn. San Diego Chargers. I was like, it's like, the LA Chargers thing is not really with me yet. But Cleveland Guardians, it's no problem. You know what I mean? Cleveland Guardians, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, the Guardians is better than the Commanders.
It's way better than the Commanders. But when I first heard the Guardians, I was like, what?
Yeah, I was a little.
They was too cheap to come up with another name, so they had to put something else with ANS at the end. So Guardians, Indians, they changed it. They didn't want to get rid of the uniforms. They said, "Let me go change the front. We're gonna leave
change the front and add a couple of letters, and
we're gonna edit it a little bit. We'll be all right.
We'll be good."
Fly out to center field. All right. Just not to score the run. The Yankees take the lead 2-1. All right. So we're in the building, man. You want to let them know what's going on tomorrow night?
Yes, tomorrow night we'll be back in the building with our Eastern Conference NBA preview.
Absolutely.
Last week we did the Western Conference. Tomorrow we're going to do the Eastern Conference. Season start next Tuesday.
Yes.
First 2 games on TNT starting at 7:30 with yours truly, the 76ers out there, playing. Got a nice primetime spot. And he said, "Ooh, we back." But yeah, tomorrow we definitely gonna get in talking some more basketball. A lot of injuries tomorrow. A lot of injuries happening in the NBA in this preseason. I just seen with the Melo Ball high ankle sprain. Earlier today, Marvin Bagley had to get helped off the court with apparent a leg injury.
A lot of injuries. Jordan Poole.
Yeah.
A lot of injuries. I'm
sorry. Jordan Poole just, he just got cold cocked. Wow.
Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about real quick. I know we talked about it before, but I always want to make my stuff clear on this. Like, a lot of cats, and you know who you are, right? look in the camera and say, you know who you are, right? They're talking about what I would have did if I was Jordan Poole. You would have did the same thing that Jordan Poole did. Got slumped. You know why? I'm gonna tell you why. Because all the stuff that you mentioned about what you would have did if you was Jordan Poole, you seem to forget the fact that Jordan Poole put hands on Draymond Green first.
Yeah, he pushed him.
So why are you making it seem like Draymond Green sucker punched him or Draymond Green just ran up on him? See, this is the part that I don't understand about these cats. They play all of this, I'm this and I'm that, I can't be touched and this and that. But when you get touched, the story always has to play about you being the victim. First thing is first. And I'm going to say it again. That man was way over there. They was talking to each other like people do, having a conversation. They might not have been agreeing at the time. But all the time, Draymond Green was closing the distance. So when you're having a disagreement with a man and it's getting heated and he's starting to close the distance on you, pay attention, youngsters, right? You get into the posture like it's about to go down. Now, all these cats talking about what they would have did if they was Jordan Poole, you would have did the same thing that Jordan Poole did. I didn't hear none of them dudes mention talk about, well, yo, if Draymond Green was coming up on me, I would have been ready to shoot my joints. Nobody says that. They all conveniently leave out the fact that Jordan Poole pushed him first.
Yep. And just like how Link D305 said, Poole mistake was once you push him, you gotta be ready for the comeback.
Absolutely.
So he should have pushed and punched.
And then push and punch.
Or push and got in the defensive stance.
And got your posture like what's happening? What we doing? Yep, absolutely. So again, the old guys, it is what it is. Draymond Green is considered an older cat. You know what I mean? And Jordan Poole, you these young dudes, y'all got this rah-rah, oopty-oo, whoop-de-woo, whoop the op. They forgot to show you how to get them hands up, cousin. So I'm just saying,
you gotta be ready.
Yeah, all y'all cats, man, like to talk that way.
No, I mean,
you sit back and you read it. You sit back and you read this stuff, and I'm like, what?
Look, to be fair, Jordan Poole's from Milwaukee. I don't know how Milwaukee get down like that. And
Pimpy Candace from Milwaukee.
I don't know.
I can't call it, Yeah, yes, Link D305, you are in the crew now. You are official tissue. That's right. He said, listen, he took French lessons. He took French lessons. He went over and said, we back tomorrow.
Oh, like this in Milwaukee gets down.
You put the French croissant thing on it.
Yeah. Link D said Milwaukee gets down, huh? Well, they need to show.
Well, they got down on
Jordan. They need to show Jordan Poole something because the way he was standing there.
You need to give him. And Latrell Sprewell from Milwaukee. I think Latrell Sprewell's from Milwaukee, yo.
Well, he needed to call Sprewell and
he need to get that Latrell Sprewell for real. Yeah, I think Latrell Sprewell's from Milwaukee, yo, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, man. I mean, again, at the end of the day, my thing is, I watched that video a couple of times for the giggles, but then I watched it for the body language of the other people around. That's another striking part about that. We're going overtime. This is down to the sports show. We're going overtime, y'all.
Because I saw that they put out the video where they had some of what was said leaked, and they were saying that Poole was saying to Draymond, "Oh, you know what it is," and then that's when Draymond started walking over. Was like, "Nah, tell me what it is," and he got up in his face. Number one, like you said, when you see another person walking towards you in a fighting, in a really aggressive manner,
disposition, right, absolutely.
Like, it's either you going to punch him, or you're gonna step back. You're gonna keep backing away. But he chose, to stand there and allow him to get in your personal space
and put his hands on him first.
Yeah. So now,
yes.
So in Draymond's head, it's like, oh, you touch me, you push
it's
me,
on and popping. Absolutely, that's right.
Now I gotta take you out because now you disrespected me by putting your hands on me.
Yep. You put your joints on me, I gotta get you.
I gotta knock you out. You gotta eat this.
And that's street law 101. That's like when you got the wild thing on your hip. Don't back that thing out unless you go let it go. You know what I'm saying? So don't do that. You know what I mean?
Don't flash it. Don't flash it if you're not going to use it.
Absolutely. So you're gonna let your dog bark, man. So I mean, again, Jordan Poole, it happens.
yeah. Draymond about it. He from Michigan State.
About it, right. You know what I mean? So that's just what it is. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up right quick because I see a lot of cats talking about, if I was Jordan Poole and
exactly. Oh my God.
Yeah,
I would have did this.
You know what I'm saying? You would have did nothing. You would have got smoked,
right.
just like Jordan Poole got smoked. Because you come from that same that same ideology. You know what I mean? You gonna push me and think that it's over.
Yeah, you push me.
I keep telling you that this ain't social media, yo. Dude, it's gonna get at you.
Yeah, like you're not gonna push me and then I'm like, all right, hold up. All right, let me push you back. No, you push me, I'm punching you in the face.
I'm punching you with the shit. That's all there is to it.
You eating this fist. You picking your teeth up.
Yeah, so
we picking you up off the ground.
Right.
You know?
The homie learned a valuable lesson.
I
bet you won't. But listen, we'll talk on a serious note. How do you think that that's going to affect him going forward? Like,
I think
ring night is next week.
Yeah, ring night next week. I think they're going to be buddy. I think
Gary Cole.
I think Draymond is professional enough, he's going to keep it professional. They're going to keep it cordial. But I know in their locker room, I'm pretty sure Jordan Poole probably a little quiet. It's contract year,
Yeah,
and like I said in the other show, I feel like the tape got out because the Warriors wanted the tape to come out. We know how, and lengthy. I'm on that type time. Draymond is old. Draymond, his type of play doesn't help the Warriors anymore. He's an offensive liability. He's old. They drafted his replacement.
Right. Pretty much.
You got Kuminga, you got Moody, you got Wiseman back. His time is going to get cut a lot, and you still got Looney there too.
Right.
So
Andrew Wiggins.
So when you think about Draymond and the contract that he's currently on,
and what he's asking for, like, he's not helping the situation, right?
Yeah, they overpaid Draymond.
In the first place.
Money. Yeah, they gave him money that is like, all right, well, you help us, win these 3 rings. Here's a check. But now I feel like they're regretting that check because you can't move him. He's not starting anywhere else but in Golden State. Again, he's one of those players I was talking about earlier. They only work in a certain situation at a certain place in a certain formula, and he only works in Golden State. He can't. He plays good defense, but he's slow. He's a good passer, but he can't shoot the ball. He can no longer give you that 3 at the top of the key or that 3 on the corner like he did in the early years.
Right.
So now it's like, well, Draymond already have this image issue where he's perceived as, a bully, he do too much all the time, he always stepping over the line.
New media.
Before in the previous shows, he already calls Golden State a championship by being extra against when it was the Warriors against the Cavs when he had an incident with LeBron James doing too much. And then once he got suspended, the whole series changed and they lost, for doing too much. Him getting all those technical fouls, him getting those stupid flagrant fouls, him getting ejected out the game. All that nonsense is just being super extra for no reason. I think now the guys in the front office is like, well, the risk is not paying off anymore. The risk reward, it's flipped. Now the reward is down here and the risk is up here.
Right.
So I feel like this is just a way to try to get him out the door.
No doubt. I'm looking at Aaron Judge up. He struck out twice already. He's up now 2-1, bottom of the 6th, game 1, American League Division Series. He just took another pitch. He's doing his thing. I need him to show me something. This is the game 1 right here. Get a hit, get on base, do something.
If he get on base, if he get a single, you cool?
If he get a single, no, I'm not cool. Nope, you don't got no art. Look at this. He's walked. There you go. Woohoo!
There you go. He on base.
How many millions does that get you? You know what I'm saying? Like, no. Take a trip around the bases like Harrison Bader. That's all I'm saying. But yo, we're about to get up out of here, man. Salute to Link D305. He's part
of it. Salute for rocking out with us.
Yes, rocking out with us. Salute to Carlito, who popped in for a hot second. Salute to everybody, man. Salute to Rev T. And salute to Yada Bear over there. You know what I mean? 5-0. You know what I mean? 1-0 in the division series. Life is sweet right now.
Life is good in Philly right now.
Yeah, life is good. Life is good right now. Tomorrow night we're back. Eastern Conference preview on deck.
Yes.
All right, get your picks in. All right. I think this is the first week where teams have buys, so make sure you get your game count right. Rock out with us. I have the stats up probably sometime during the day tomorrow. All right.
Yeah. What we got? Thursday we got another terrible Thursday night game. The Bears versus the Washington football team.
All right. Woohoo.
Another woo-woo. This is another terrible game. No London game this week, so we good.
No London game.
So no London game. So you can get your picks in, by 12:30 on Sunday. Make sure you get your pick in for this wonderful, terrific Thursday night game.
Yes, make sure you and put it in capital letters and all of that for this wonderful Thursday night experience
that we're going
to see exclusively on Amazon Prime. Salute to everybody, the new people, man, that joined in, man. Salute to y'all. Have some fun with us. Let us know who your teams are. Rock out with us because we definitely talk a lot of ish over there. We also have fun. Everything's in good taste and just having fun like we do. But
we be in here knocked out. We be in here trash.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Bring your A game to the table. Everybody's welcome to come join and get on. Tomorrow night we're back in the building. Salute. Anything you want to say before we get up out of here, Yada?
We should I believe we have a fight on Saturday.
Oh, is it the rescheduled joint?
Yeah,
the Shields and Marshall. Oh, yeah, okay.
We got a fight on Saturday. So looking forward to seeing that. And I believe Deontay Wilder is supposed to be fighting, I believe, this weekend also.
Absolutely. He's supposed to be fighting. Oh man, I can't remember one of these guys.
What's his name? It started with H.
Oh, I forgot his name.
What's his name? Helenius.
Oh, Robert Helenius. That's right.
Helenius. Yeah, there we go. I had to think. I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah, he was. I think it's Friday or Saturday. I'm not sure what day it is.
What are they fighting on? Were they fighting on Home Shopping Network? I
think it's a PBC. I think it's a PBC fight too, right?
Why New York people call everything a joint? The same reason Philly people call everything a joint.
All day.
You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I don't know what channel they're doing.
A joint is a person, place, a thing. It's a noun. Like that joint is dope over there. Back. Gone.
There you go,
Rizzo. Look at Spike Lee.
Look at Spike Lee.
Rizzo, let's go before we get up out of here. Rizzo had to touch them all, baby. Yankee Stadium going crazy. Game 1, 161st of River Ave. Huh? How come that ain't Aaron Judge running around the bases like that?
I don't know, because Aaron Judge, he got moved over to
Aaron Judge. He wants $350 billion.
Florida people.
Huh? He hit 9,000 home runs in May. Huh? I can't get a home run. Only way he gonna score if somebody else hit a home run. That's what we doing, Aaron Judge.
Maybe he get one tomorrow.
Yeah. George, I wish George Steinbrenner was around for this negotiation. That'd really be crazy. But we get ready to get up out of here. Salute to everybody, man. Yes. Rock out with us down in Sports Talk. We on Twitter. Get at me at RMDesk. Get at Yada Bear on Twitter. We in the building as well. We chop it up with y'all and everything.
Yes, salute. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see y'all tomorrow. Don't stop. We'll see y'all tomorrow. NBA Eastern Conference preview. We about to get up out of here down in Sports Talk. We out. Talk to y'all tomorrow. All right.
Peace.